Oh, I think my pants shrunk in the washer. So now when I stand up, my heels show. Or not my heels, my ankles. My ankles show for free. Anyway, if you are wanting to learn how to go from a sit-down wheelie, jump to a stand-up wheelie with your feet on the seat, this is the tutorial for you. So, first, let's just get right into it. So first off, what you need to start doing if you want to be able to transition to seat, first of all, you need to know how to sit down wheelie. Second of all, you probably should start practicing stand-up wheelies with your handbrake before you try to jump to it. And you need to be able to hold like at least balance point in a sit down and a stand up, and preferably have pretty good brake control with both. So now, with the bike either stationary on a stand or rolling, but if you can like put it on like a rear stand so it sits up straight first, it'd be good to practice this. Just kind of jumping up to the seat, either one foot up. Well, actually the good way to learn is pretty much like a step, like a fast step up, and get used to like being able to find the seat quickly and knowing kind of where your seat is, having that in your muscle memory, because the last thing you want to do when you're going to jump to your seat is slip and pass it, you know, or just crush your fairings because you accidentally jumped to your fairings. So you want to start getting used to that, and then start rolling and jump to your seat. Start rolling, jump to your seat. Now what you're going to want to do is kind of get used to like jumping up and clutching up really fast after. You don't want to have to like jump up to the seat and wait until you're comfortable and then clutch up. You just want to be able to jump and immediately clutch up. So once you're able to do that, now we're going to start trying to work on the combo from the seat. So the first thing that I want you to be able to do, if you can't transition to a knee knocker, I want you to start holding a sit down, hold balance point, try to get your knee up to the seat first. Now if you can't already do a knee knocker, do this, learn that first, which is pretty simple. If you don't know what a knee knocker is you just put your knee in the seat, foot at the foot brake, and pop it up. Start getting used to holding balance point and getting your knee up without letting the bike down. Now once you get used to that, get used to, instead of going to your knee, go to your foot, preferably without letting the bike down. Obviously in the beginning you're going to be letting the bike down, but that's okay. Once you get pretty comfortable with clutching up, getting your foot to the seat, try to hold that and then stand up from there. So you're going to try to slowly be working your way up to getting from sit down to stand up without letting the bike down, and hopefully without gaining a bunch of speed in the process. If you are gaining speed, try to get into position and then dip and drop your speed back down. So now, once you're getting used to picking your foot up real quick and then stepping up, now I want you to start trying to step up real quick, but do it as a step, so fast. And if you want to, if you're really scared to like fully commit to letting both feet off the bike, do one and then the other, like fully one and then the other, instead of like jumping at the same time but just catching one first. One of the reasons that I was scared to just fully commit to the jump when I first started wheeling is because I was afraid that as my body started going airborne, if I accidentally touched the rear, like the handbrake mid-jump, I was afraid that it would mousetrap really hard. But I mean, maybe that would with an extremely grabby brake, but from what it appears, because I can just jump, I'll see if I can look down while I do it, kind of see how I kind of like went airborne as I was clutching up. Like the fear of like the bike mousetrapping real hard from just a tiny little touch of the brake as you're airborne, I don't think you have to be as worried about it as I was. So back to what we were talking about, just going to a sit down. Obviously before you transition, you're going to cover your handbrake and step up real fast. Get back down and step up real fast. Start getting used to that fast step up. one of the other things I want to mention is when you start the sit down, you're going to be covering your foot brake, and then I cover the handbrake, and then usually reposition my feet before I jump. So I get to, instead of still covering the foot brake and jumping from my heel, I'm moving my foot back, and then I'm bouncing off of the ball of my foot for the jump instead of jumping from the heel. You don't have to do it that way, but I feel like, one, it's kind of beneficial for the springiness that you get, and two, if you do have really grabby brakes, if you're covering both brakes at the same time and you accidentally grab both at the same time, it's going to jerk you down kind of hard. But if you transition and you are fully aware, like, okay, I've transitioned to the handbrake now, I'm going to take my foot off the foot brake, you always want to make sure you cover it before you let go. Because one time I let go before covering it and looped. So you don't want to do that. But yeah, transition, move your feet into position, and then start stepping up fast. And then from the fast step up, you're going to work on trying to getting in the habit of bringing both feet up at the same time. Or you really don't have to do that unless you want to, because sometimes it's kind of cool to pop up and just land with one foot. Maybe that's something you could try too. In the process of it is stepping up, and also try to be able to catch it with both feet, not just one. Like not both at the same time. I just mean like being able to do both instead of only doing one. Try as many tricks as possible to be able to do them. If there's a left way and a right way, to be able to do them both ways. Because there's some tricks like Ralph Louis, like I can only Ralph Louis on the right side. I can't do it on the left unless I'm doing circle wheelies. But if you can do it both ways, go for it. And also, if you really want to just like work on this stuff, you don't have to cover the foot brake as long as you're covering the handbrake before you pop up. You only want to cover the one, and then that way you don't have to have as much time waiting and preparing before you make the jump. But yeah, guys, it's basically from this point on, this is kind of like the way that I took to like learning to jump. And from this point, it's basically just going to be seat time of you learning how to jump with both feet at once. Now, if you get to that point and you want to learn how to start catching a little more air and making it look really smooth and effortless, what I do is usually I'll go up, dip back, brake, and then jump as the bike is coming forward from braking. And I do this for most of my combos, like dip back, little break into spreader. I don't usually just maintain perfect balance point as I combo between stuff. It's normally a go back, dip, combo on the way it's kind of coming down, go back, go down a little bit, go back down, dip, break, combo, dip, break, combo, foot drag, dip, combo. So yeah, once you kind of get used to it and you're used to the jump and you want to start playing around with catching more air and everything like that, that's when you can start trying to work on brake jamming and incorporating that kind of like flow. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. If you enjoyed this video, if it helped you learn anything, big boat, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. More tutorials coming out soon. And also I have a playlist of a whole bunch if you want to watch more, called Stunt School. It used to be Wheelie Anything, but since I'm getting more away from just the basic tips to stunt tips, I'm just gonna call it Stunt School. Hello, my friend!
It was not recording.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Bro, you scared me for a second. I thought I just wasted all my time.
The screen wasn't on.
It's okay. My video is ending right now. What do you want to say? Hold on, let me kill mine.
You know what I want to say?
Well, dude, I thought you were about to say new shoes. Hey, wait, we're kind of almost matching. Oh, those are the purple ones. For your little piece of junk. Look, I'm going to make your bike, by changing like the hue or whatever, I'm going to make your bike look like what it's going to look like in the future right now. Boom, that was crazy. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Wait, let me see your hand.
What?
Wait, let me see your hand.